Hey everyone, Kelly Dean Allen here once again. Got a quick and easy one for you today. Going to show you how to play the smooth, laid-back track Waiting on a Friend by the Rolling Stones from their 1981 album Tattoo You. Bit of an interesting musical factoid about this one. The music video that they made for this one, where Mick Jagger is standing in front of a building waiting for his friends, the building that he's standing in front of is the same building that is on the cover of Led Zeppelin's Physical Graffiti. I found that rather interesting. We are in standard tuning for this tutorial. This one starts a little something like this. We're going to be repeating that little refrain 8 times at the beginning of this track. So we're starting with a C add 9. So we have a C chord here. We're going to drop our pinky on the 3rd fret of the B string. We're going to downstroke the 4 middle strings 4 times. Then you're going to take your 2 middle fingers, drop them out of C down into F, but you're going to keep your pinky planted on that 3. So that's technically an F6 chord, right? We're going to strike that once, lift your pinky right off to a regular F chord that you're going to strum a couple of times. Then you're going to drop right back into C with a quick ride in from this 2nd fret of the A string, that B note with your middle finger, right back into C, start over again. So like I said, you're going to repeat that 8 times before dropping into the first verse. So when we drop into the first verse, we're going to drop into A minor, then we're going to go into F. Now when you drop into F during the verses, you're going to drop into this kind of F with that C in the root on the 3rd fret of the A string. Then we're going to go into G, and then we're going to go back into C, but this time just a regular C, not the C add 9, right? However, we're adding little inflections. It may be a separate guitar on the studio version of this one, but you can pull it off on one guitar. So you're going to strum down this A minor, and then you're going to drop your pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E and back off again, and then just ride up the top 3 strings. Kind of like that before dropping into F, right? And when you go into G, you're going to do the same thing. Kind of like that. However, you're going to stop at the B string because you're going to shift off into C. So you're strumming down this G with an open high E, and you're going to drop onto that 3 of the high E and back off again and ride up to the B string before dropping into C, right? So that is kind of adding these little melody lines that very well may be played on a separate guitar, but adding them into these chords, right? So that's just the chords, but with the added little inflections. Coming out of that C, we're going to drop into a G7 chord, which is a G chord with your index on the 1st fret of the high E here. However, we're going to play this little lick. So we're coming out of this C, and with this C, we have our index planted on that 1 of the B, right? You can leave that there and play this little lick. Right? Open D, hammer onto 2, open G, catch it along with the 1st fret of the B string there. And then just open G again, hammer onto 2, back off to open. And then you drop into G7. And then into C add 9 again. And when you drop into C add 9, coming off of that G7, you're going to strike it 4 times again, and then off to the regular C. Play another little lick, similar to the first lick, but a little bit different, before dropping back into G7 again. This time, hammering on open D to 2, open G to 2, catching that 1 of the B on the upstroke, and then catching the open G. G7. And C add 9. And then we drop into the second verse. We kind of ride back into that A minor from this C by by going off to this B note at the 2nd fret. Bum, bum, bum. Three verses right in a row before dropping back into the main riff again. Right, and then the saxophone solo comes in. After the saxophone solo, we drop back into 2 more verses, another chorus, and that is the end of the track. That, my friends, is how you play Waiting on a Friend by the Rolling Stones. Certainly hope you enjoyed that, found it helpful. If you did, please hit that like button right down there. Maybe drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already, as that would be very kind. Hope you're well out there in your little guitar corner of the world, wherever that may find you, and we will see you next time. Cheers.